Hi, this is Ryan with the Honey Dashboard, and in this video I want to show you how to use the CRM a little more in depth. So we're going to go under Actions into Contact Manager, and in the CRM we have the assigned lead to me, but I can also show you all of my new leads. So if I got a new lead, in this case we'll use Chuck Norris, we can click on him and see that we have his address, we got his phone number, we have his email. If this is, like say for example, he has another address, easy enough to just add another address. And we can go in and we'll go, sure, why not? So you just type it in here, very simple. The drop downs are all the cities that we have listed. So we can get all sorts of those put in here. If the city doesn't exist in your list, you can add it there. Put in a zip code and a county if you want to. And when you're done, you can just click out of there and it'll save for you. If that turns out to be his new primary address, we can actually update that here, which will then in turn swap him around. See, this one's no longer his primary address. And the primary address is good for sending information out or listing out data for other parts of the sales process and whatnot. It can also be the primary address, say, for example, if you have another job for this person, you want to add a second job, this could be the new primary address that you're operating with. So you can do the same thing with a phone number and email. And at this point, we can see that their status is new lead, which is automatically added when you create a new lead in the contact manager. But this also is how you find all of my new leads, as anybody with this status. The sales manager could go in and see all the new leads. So that's everybody who's got that status. But I just want to see mine at the moment. And then the other thing that's really cool with this system is that we can add a task that will automatically be emailed out to whoever the salesperson is. So for example, if I needed to add another task, oh gosh, let's say that we need to follow up on the last call. And I want to set that, this is today, so let's set it for Friday. So what that's going to do is it's going to basically email me Friday morning and say, hey, you need to follow up on the last call with Andrea Gotcha. So that's just going to switch around who we got. It puts the right person. It'll set the task. It will alert us so we know what's going on. The other thing we have is related contacts. So you can easily see who this person's related to and in what way, whether they're related to a builder, whether they're related to a spouse, whatever that may be. You can actually add that in, and then you can keep track of everybody as they're connected. And that is the CRM. I forgot to briefly mention one other aspect of this, which is the communication history. When you are communicating with a customer, when you have communicated with them, you can actually list out the date you communicated. Obviously it was me. The method, so whether that's, I don't know, email or phone call or whatever, the status of maybe what's going on currently, and then any notes that are pertinent. You could say, this person is really excited about moving forward. Okay. These are not required to be filled in. This is purely for your information so that you can have a history of what has happened, what communications took place, and these will be in a descending order from the most current backwards. These, by the way, on the tasks, as soon as you complete one, then it's going to go to the bottom of the list, and anything that's not complete and the most the oldest one is going to show up here first, so that you can kind of follow through and complete tasks in sequence. Okay, that should be it on the CRM.